This is the video I'm gonna dedicate to. Well, this is a video actually that's somewhat related also to the girl, Ukrainian girl Aleksandra I met yesterday, but really overall this does not have anything to do with her. This got to do with this whole situation as it is. This does nothing to have with her. This is the girl, a cook that completed her school to become a cook in 2007 already. Maybe, maybe even earlier, I don't know. But it takes me all the way to 2007 when she got her first job in Ukraine. This is a good looking lady, really. Okay, completely average build. I liked it. I like it. The thing about it was that she consumed a lot of food. She became a cook, and it was just food was too good, I guess. You know, I'm being a little bit sarcastic right now because once you saw me, a living zombie, basically, that's what I was. I was a zombie. It's like a zombie, man. You're drugged up and you have no control over yourself. And you become subject to any kind of mistreatment, anything anybody wants to do with you. You become like a toy in hands of the people. That's what you are, a human toy. You become a human toy in hands of whomever gets a hold of you. And this kilos mounted up pretty fast, pretty damn fast, man. And so I was not so much interested anymore. But it was a Slovenian police that brought Tamara to Slovenia. Why they would do the stuff like this? Well, because the two police directors, one of Slovenian, that's a guy Olaj, Anton Olaj, in Ljubljana, and then you have this director who used to work under him, Janez Ogulin here in Novo Mesto, that was appointed after the other one should actually, due to involvement in crime, thrown out of the police, but they made him as a director of Slovenian police, whatever. Figure out that it was too fucking evident about who they are. Since 95, when I was brought right next to the police station, behind the new police station, there is a court. There is a court behind the police station, behind the new police station. A running track, soccer, volleyball, whatever they have. It's a school. That's when I remember the first time Lukashenko, when he came. Lukashenko was a special guest of the police, Slovenian Novo Mesto police. He was treated like a king here next to Putin. That's where they would bring me in 1995 in the mornings, right at the police station, to meet Lukashenko with the police and so on, directors and so on. Kuchan, Pahor, a usual team. It was too fucking evident who these people were. I got in physical confrontations with them because of their collaboration with Belgrade, with Serbia, with Moscow, with Russia. Too many altercations to count. Janis Ogulin figure out that every time when I would get into altercation, the best way to control me would be to show me the badge, police uniform, remind me that this is a police, you're gonna be arrested and stuff like this, so that I would stop attacks on them during MKUltra. That's how Russian, that's how Serbian this shit is at the police station here in Almesta. So they didn't know what the fuck to do with me. Things never changed. And they brought this girl from Ukraine and realized the potential that I didn't want her as my wife, whatever. They built on that. The girl gained more and more and more weight. And I was like less and less interested. And I have no idea what they have done to her other than one of the police investigators decided he's gonna prove me that he's got his dick in his pants. And po prostaško, you know, po prostačina, po prostačina. Gnoj decided that he will fuck her. No, I'm saying like this because I had to be present to listen to this vulgar lowlife in a police uniforms. Boy, what the fuck I would want to do with you guys. Janis Ogulin figured out that would be a really good thing for the police because all the police officers just painted themselves with the shit. Russian, Serbian, Chetnik shit. Rejected from me 100% all the way. It would be good if there would be one and it would be also used to indicate Ukraine. You see, we're not bad. We're not so fucking bad. No, we're not like this. We're not like this. And that's exactly what they did. They would bring this poor Aleksandra here on I don't know how many occasions since she participated in MKUltra. I think she participated in MKUltra since 2006, but that's when she was still doing her. I think it was some kind of hotel or whatever she had me, and she was working inside and preparing this food and stuff like this. This girl that actually participated also in 2005 and 2004. Yeah, during when she was still in her school years. Okay. And so this is the story about this Slovenian shit police. That is it even worth it to talk about? A pathetic was a part when the police, Novo Mesto, the Slovenian police hired her during MKUltra to terrorize me at night. How this place here, Trška Gora, exactly where I met her yesterday. The girl is completely nothing to do with it, man. They just took advantage of Ukrainian girl, of the woman, foremost of the woman, and basically dump her. And they didn't do it once, they didn't do it twice, they do it God knows how many times, and have used her to spread sentiment against me also in Ukraine and stuff like this. That's a story about Slovenian police. It's a Novo Mesto police investigator, one of the police investigators who was in charge to do that stuff under Ogulin. Oh God, this always makes you vomit, man, to talk about this stuff. And so they used her to how I have to be compliant with the police, and if I'm not going to be compliant with this and that. Then she even came up with a story about that she's gonna come here, and she's gonna come here with a loan, and it's gonna be all the money she's gonna have, and I gotta be really careful what I will say in respect to money, not about how I'm gonna treat the police and this and that, because they can take job away from her. She can lose this and that. They used her. You're gonna hear also about the Portorož. She was here also in Portorož, and of course, if you're gonna say any of this, you are insane and this and that. So that means that they didn't put the stamp in the passport or wherever it is, whichever way they arranged that she was coming here to Slovenia over the course of years. I can describe the hotel Metropole in Portorož and so on. This is just taking advantage of women in a blue uniform. It's disgusting. It can be more disgusting than what it is. And accordingly, I have also, because she had the phone, she was recording all this stuff. She also told me she will. This police will get all that stuff. I have also gave her a welcome to Slovenia, and I really hope that she's gonna have a good time here in Slovenia. And once I get this case through, I'm gonna try to reduce your weight, Aleksandra. I'm gonna try to pay you for loss, for the weight loss, cosmetic surgery or wherever it is, because you gotta have some kind of beginnings, and I think that Slovenian state owes you big time. It is disgusting. It is what they have done to you mentally wise. And you talk about the people again, people in uniformed people with the police badges. This is fucked up that you possibly could not imagine. I am only gonna mention like this. This case of mine, according to MK Ultra scenario, I recalled absolutely everything, how this would end. Ended up under MK Ultra with a police, with a prosecutor that was involved from Ljubljana, that would come to Novo Mesto. They arrested several police officers, took them out, police investigators. My mother had to go. They got her a residence in Ljubljana till what Ogulin insisted me. It appeared Ogulin. They would get rid of me, and then she would come back. The father is suffering in the hospital. The way that he demonstrates me, according to Ogulin, that would be actually how I would end up in my life, in this neurology related department, all this stuff. This is basically to demonstrate me how I'm gonna end it up. So this is whether that was a real Ogulin or it was not real Ogulin. It could be also that it got something to do with Lojze Peterle. Very likely to, I do not know. His investigator, the one I met the other day, was the one who was playing with a silicone mask from Lojze Peterle, meaning that they were also trying to protect him in many ways, meaning they all work together. In Slovenia, you cannot turn around and trust absolutely anybody. This is just the way it is, the situation. It's not a very good one. So that's why I said, I don't know at the beginning how much this is related to this girl, but this is actually another investigator. This investigator had this was a younger investigator with the blue eyes, and he's got also a short hair, yeah, and he is shorter too. I don't know, he's about 178 also, something like this, yeah. Not to be mistaken with the older investigator I have spoken about the other day, whom I have identified also. For now on the blog, but I did create the video about him already. Who also was about 178, 180, something like this, but older, about same age as myself, maybe about same age. I'm gonna say like myself. I'm 50. That guy, yeah, something like this. Man, I know every one of this behind the cubicle, dressed in civil suits. This guy that managed to fuck Aleksandra, but it was other heroes from the police station who also did their part. Hey, this is so pathetic, a police like this. Makes me throw up. Alright, that's all. That's all there is for this video. Very important part for me to stress in respect to Aleksandra. Aleksandra was... She's in a very difficult situation, as you all know. There is war in Ukraine. Missiles hit Kiev. She begged me, please, about the video to keep polite, keep as civil as possible, not condemning police, this and that, in that sense. Okay, very, very important part for me is to stress that this country, the state, is responsible for a novo mesto police. So, for me to say, the state prosecutors in Ljubljana should consider fact that it was this country that caused tremendous psychological harm with idea to harm me. They caused her psychological harm, and so that's something very important for me to stress due to her stay here in Slovenia, so that she's not going to have really some kind of problems economical. That's what she talks about. She repeats me about this hryvnia, this Ukrainian money, this few dollars that she bought, that she came here on credit. She tells that she took a loan to come here for this job. Do not cause her more psychological harm, please. Do not cause her more problems than what you already have. It will be a very important factor how you're gonna treat her for me, which I will consider when deciding literally about your destinies. So you are subject to her stay here.
Добрий день.
Очень жарко, спекотно.
Просим.
До Вишки гору добралася, ну, до чуть-чуть не дошла. Погано, 140.
А що, ви українці?
Україн, да.
А, українці.
Да.
Україна.
Вишку гору.
Гора,
Да, только дошла чуть-чуть недалeko. Ну,
чуть-чуть недалеко.
да, не дошла, бо вже серце.
А серце?
Да.
Ага,
Сильно
розумію.
высоко и страшно.
Ага.
Немножко не дошла, на 10%.
А откуда ви?
Киевская область.
Київська область.
Да.
Київ? Київ?
Біла церква, да.
Ага, Біла церква.
Да, да.
Біла
А
церква.
вы местные?
Ага.
Словения?
Ну, оттуда.
Ага,
Оттуда,
ваши тоже
так.
мокрые джинсы, да, кроссовки?
Ну, так.
Ну.
Я всегда джинс.
Ага.
И
Ого,
панталон.
ничего себе, поэтому вам худой? Худо.
Не, то хорошо, то
А,
хорошо. Ну,
Бо я була, go центр,
Ага,
субота.
Себастьян.
Александра.
Ага,
Александра.
ага.
Себастьян, ничего себе имя.
На українській happy to meet you. Як то скажете?
Словенія, транслейт зараз, окей.
А по-польську, ви мовите по-польську. Мені нравиться до вас
Говорить.
знак, Олександр.
Якщо го спіки, ну.
Міло,
да.
Ага. Но вы же были сюда или нет? Первый раз?
Фрідан.
Ага,
Словения.
Фридан. Не, у Чешни предтем.
Роботать, Порторож.
Ага. Вы работали же в Словении, так?
Ні, one
Antes,
раз в Словенії.
No, but before you were in Slovenia already.
Я вообще один раз,
Ага.
как же, за всю жизнь один раз приехала
Да?
сюда в Словению, в страну,
Ага.
нашла работу, вакансию на Порторож.
Ага, который рок година?
Отель, Метрополь, кухар.
Ай-яй-яй.
да.
Ай-яй-яй.
Полицай, документы, чекать документы на работу.
Сегодня?
Не, пятак.
2000 говорите по-английски, английский?
Ukraine.
Ukraine?
Ну,
Ага.
так,
Ага.
трошки Словенія.
Ага.
Пятак, go полицай.
Ага.
Tukaj 3 дан.
Ага.
Словенія.
Ага.
Ну.
3 дня только.
Да, окей, да.
Но вы же были тут в Словении?
No.
Да, fuck police. I police. I the law
Не
here.
розумію. Ви
Yes,
работали полицай?
I am the owner of the fucking police. Aleksandra.
Не, ну, любить, не, ну.
Не.
Не любитель
Вы не
полицай.
понимаете. Вы же если были у Порторожа 2013, 2013.
Не
Ви
розумію.
були в Порторож, yes.
Я не була Порторож.
Були. Же були. Police, Aleksandra, police. Fuck the police. Who the police? I the police. I police.
I like no, це 2 сіт.
I own the police in this country. There is no fucking police. Forget about that stuff. Yeah. You speak English too. You speak
Мало.
good enough. You told me
Мало
in 2013. You good enough explain to me all that stuff. Alexandra. Long time not see you.
Ну,
Yes.
я не знаю,
yes.
що ви говорите.
Я, вы знаете. Вы очень хорошо знаете.
Я не
Вы
розумію вас.
понимаете, очень хорошо.
Ну,
Но, Александра,
я не понимаю, що ви хочете від мене.
очень плохая ситуация в Украине. Да?
Yes, да. Київ ракети. Да.
Сегодня.
Да, да, yes.
И что вы мыслите? Что вы мыслите направить там в Украину?
Что, сюда приехала?
Ну, хорошо, я счастливый, что вы тут приехала. Понимаете,
Я приехала из-за
I'm
кредита.
happy, I'm
Из-за
happy.
кредита приехала сюда.
I am happy that you're here. Як це то по-русски,
Я и работать, кредит закрыть, ракчун.
Ага.
Кредит.
Я понимаю все.
Кредит 4 пятек 0.
А це то ще репетирки.
4-5 тысяч. Пятек десятин, не, я не знаю, как 45 тысяч. 45 тысяч валюта, 45 тысяч кредита. Big money,
40,
кредит, да, 45 тысяч, да,
45
да.
я.
Yeah.
Ага, я. Кредит.
Да, кредит, да.
Евро?
Нет. У нас
Гривны.
ЮА, гривна.
Гривна?
Да. Поэтому я приехала сюда, в Словению, работать. Я первый раз приехала в страну.
Не.
Yes, я была в Russian.
Выбила першоразово, не только ты. Это было украинцев то.
Ай,
дуже українців.
Ай, мем,
Ти то 2013 рок. 2013.
13-й год, да?
2000...
Я поняла, 13-й год.
13-й год вы ешь была то.
Тут?
Очень хорошие други. Там на полиции в новом месте. Очень хороший друг. Один друг вас был очень...
координатор сюда у меня по Словении, Маша.
Он работает тут на полиции, ваш друг, ваш...
Украина на полицай в Словении?
Не, он не словенцем.
Не, Ukrainian, людей?
Он был ваш друг, приятель, friend, словенский полицист.
Ну, честно, I'm no.
Investigator. Очень хороший приятель. Александра, ваш. 2013.
I'm clock go to.
But remember, I the law here, not the police. I police the police.
Okay,
Yeah? You tell them this. Bye bye.
Bye.
The Ukrainian girl was here already in 2013, and there was a police officer, Slovenian police officer, who befriended her, but unfortunately did not marry her. It was a romance, but the whole thing, that's how far it went. And that was it. She tried to convince me it was the first time here, but this is a very nice girl. That she came to say to me hello, and that's a nice thing. apparently that she was interested in me.